Hi boys and girls, aunties and uncle, welcome back to my channel. Kyong Hee Huat Zai. Now I know that a lot of my followers are complaining that I did not say the correct Chinese New Year greetings because we are in Penang. And in Penang, in Hokkien, when we greet people on Chinese New Year, we have to say Kyong Hee Fat Zai. And I've been getting complaints from people saying that I didn't say the correct word. Here I go again, Kyong Hee to everyone. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Snake Year. We are halfway through Chinese New Year. Can you believe it? It is the 8th day of Chinese New Year going on to the 9th day. Very special festival we have today. One of the biggest events in Penang is happening right now, which is Pai Tee Kong. Penang is a very Hokkien dominated population from the Chinese community. They are the biggest Chinese clan here in Penang. This is a very big day for them because Pai Tee Kong is traditionally led by the Hokkien clan and it's one of their biggest events. I am not a Hokkien, but I will try my best to explain the custom is what's going to happen today, the elaborate ceremony that is going to take place today. It's huge, it's massive. 20,000 people are expected to be here. First, I'm going to explain where I am. I'm at one of the clans' jetty. Now you have to remember the population of Penang, especially the Chinese population, emigrated from China starting from late 1800s. And these jetties are built to receive these immigrants, new immigrants coming from China. Some of them, like I heard from my grandparents' story, they were actually first quarantined in Pulau Jerajak, which is an island, small little island off the coast of the mainland island of Penang. After they finished their quarantine, they would then come here to the jetties. And the jetties are divided into different clans. So here we are at the Lee's jetty. This jetty belongs to the Lee family. In those days, the Hokkiens were responsible for being the boatmen. So the Hokkiens were the clans who were responsible for administrating and maintaining these clans' jetty. Now, the clans' jetty is now a very integral part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site here in Penang. Half of the jetties have been demolished, but lucky we are, there are about 5 or 6 clans' jetty that still survive today. And you're looking at one of them right now. This is the Lee jetty, and the most elaborate one is, of course, the Chiu jetty. And many of the people of the jetty still lived here, so I have to be very, very careful not to film and disturb the people still live here. And it's Chinese New Year, and all of this is decked out. It's very much for the tourists nowadays, but it plays one of the most important parts in Penang history. There I explained the clan's jetty, which a lot of it is still very, very much intact. Many of the clan's workmen, as I said, were Hokkien. There are different job specifications for different clans. The Hainanese would run the kopitiams, and different clans will have their different speciality. And as I said, the Hokkiens were the boatmen, and they were in charge of maintaining and managing this entire jetty function, that it runs smoothly and immigrants can come and then they're being processed, their paperwork is then being done. And this is all the cooperation done by the Clans Association of Penang, which basically built Penang, and that's really the starting point history of Penang. And why we are here today, it's because the biggest festival is happening right here, a Hokkien dominated area, very important festival where they pay tribute to the Jade Emperor. It's the Jade Emperor's birthday. I had a very bad year in 2024 and I need all the luck I can have in 2025. So that's why I'm here today. Well, hopefully I get all the luck, all the prosperity I need for 2025. So now I'm gonna show you some of the preparation work that is going to take place here in the jetty, especially for the people of Hokkien. They have prepared this day for an entire week. The food, the offerings, the money paper, the ceremony, it's all decked out. And today is the day where it's finally happening. So here we are, this long table. I don't know how long this is. This is at least 20 feet long. This is the main altar where all the offerings are set. This is the altar where the Hokkien people call Pai Tee Kong. And here you will see lots of offerings. They've been preparing this offering for over a week. And I want to explain very carefully to you what is on this altar. Now, you can't just simply cook up something or put some food and then put it on. Every single offering on this altar has its own meaning. Now, the altar table has to be square. It cannot be round. It cannot be in any shape. The altar table has to be long and square, and that is the best feng shui for the people of the Hokkien. I'm gonna start with the sugarcane. You can see there are two sugarcane flanking the left and the right hand side of the altar. Now there are three main reasons why they have sugarcane. The first reason is the sugarcane is a whole plant. It has the head, it has the body, it has the root. So it's a complete plant, which means the complete year they will be blessed. And as in Chinese saying, you must have a head, you must have a body, and you must have an ending. Like in Chinese saying, 有头有尾, which means you have to have a beginning, and you have to have a middle, and you have to have the end of the story. That's reason number one for the sugarcane. Now, reason number two for the sugarcane is, as you know, sugarcane produces sweet drinks. And this is to bless the people of the Hokkien people, the sweetness of an entire year. Third reason for sugarcane is that sugarcane grows year by year. It grows to its height. And Hokkien people believe growth is very important. The growth of their wealth, the growth of their business, particularly the growth of their family. They want to have children, grandchildren. So the sugarcane symbolizes growth. And that is why there are two sugarcane at the front of the altar. Very important. No altar is without a sugarcane. So I think today, all the sugarcanes have been completely sold out. Now I want to point to you the fruit. There are 5 different fruits on the table plus the sugarcane. Because the sugarcane means gam xia gam. So it means something like thankfulness. So sugarcane, the first one, very important fruit is the banana. In banana, in Hokkien, we call gyo. Gyo means usher in, like it's the same pronunciation. You get the gist of it. And then you have mandarin. Mandarin in Hokkien, we say gam. So it's like luck or something like that. And then you would also have pears. Pears in Hokkien is lai. Lai is like come. And pineapple, yes. Pineapple, very important because pineapple symbolizes prosperity. In Hokkien, they call pineapple ong lai. And ong means prosperity. So all the 5 fruits you put together, the sugarcane, the pineapple, the mandarin, and then the pears, it forms a sentence. And this sentence is 招 ong kam get lai, 招 gong kam get lai, which means prosperity, happiness, and wealth come my way. So that's why they have 5 fruits, and also fruits. In English, we say bearing fruit, bearing results. So it's a very important part of the altar. Secondly, is noodle. Vermicelli noodle, you can see right here. They made it into a tower as well. So noodle and egg, and best you have 12 noodle and 12 eggs. Eggs, very important. It has to be red, and this is what Chinese people believe. If you are celebrating your birthday, then you have red eggs. I think the kindergarten in Penang still do it now. Then you have the peach bun. The peach bun has to be pink. And the peach bun symbolizes longevity, that you're gonna have a long life. And you will see it in everywhere in Chinese offering. The last one you have is the huat gui. Huat gui, now huat, a very important word in Hokkien. Huat means prosperity. And the way they bake huat gui is like it like expand and it's grow very fast. And that is why they had huat gui there. And you're supposed to eat it after, offerings. I just ate mine for Chinese New Year. And you can see there are 2 layers of the altar. One is the higher layer, and that is for the Jade Emperor. And then you have the lower altar, which is the lower table. and that is so called for the people. So you can eat the offerings on the lower table, and right in the middle sits Jade Emperor himself on the top, and it has to face the front of your door. The front of the door has to be wide open and open up. All of these offerings, the paper money, also very important. It's an offering for the Jade Emperor. And so all of this will be burned, including the sugarcane. They will break the sugarcane at midnight, and then everything will be then burned. Hundreds of years of custom, they've really perfected the sound, the auspicious letter and sentence that I mentioned to you. So I'm at the front of the altar, and so as you can see, huge, massive sugarcane on both sides. So according to custom, the most senior member of the family has to pray first. So it's by seniority to pray, and you can't just like simply just pray. You can't do that. So it depends on the seniority, and usually it's the patriarch who is the first one to put the first incense in. Tonight, midnight, this huge noodle tower. I told you noodle tower, very important, symbolizes longevity. And then the peach bun, and then you have the red eggs. Again, fungus, peach, huat kueh and ang ku kueh as well. Very, very good auspicious symbol. And of course the pineapple tree that dominates on the both sides. Very, very important. And you also have like red dates here for sweetness. And some people, if they're rich enough, they would also put cookies and desserts, because the Jade Emperor, very famous for his sweet tooth. He loves to eat sweet things. So they would put red dates, sweet there. So every single thing has its meaning. So now I'm going to talk to you about the don'ts during this auspicious day. There's a lot of don'ts for today. You cannot point your fingers at the sky today. You are praying to the Jade Emperor at the sky. Pointing fingers is already a big no-no. Pointing fingers to the sky today is a huge no-no. And also, if you have a member of your family pass away, then you're not allowed to have this. Women in menstrual cycle, you're not allowed to participate as well. And also, you can't swear and say bad things today. So you can't swear, you cannot curse. And also, I heard for the men, you're not allowed to cook today. That I don't understand. Men are not allowed to cook today. The last is you cannot take out trash. You cannot clean today. It's a big no-no as well for the Hokkiens. Along the way, we're gonna see more structure, like pineapple trees. Some even fold the gin paper into like a pig shape. They try to outdo each other because it's a very important day. They cannot miss. They have to satisfy and please the Jade Emperor. Also forgot to mention the dragon incense. This is, again, a very important part of Pai Tee Kong. The dragon incense are these huge incense, and it can go up to 2, 3, 5 meters high, and it is. Each family would judge you at your elaborate or how high your dragon incense go. The higher and the bigger your dragon incense, supposed to mean the more wealthier you are. They don't make them much anymore. There's only a few manufacturers that do this kind of dragon incense. And it is so magnificent to look at. We're gonna see more of this example. And this is, of course, one of the main features of Pai Tee Kong. So everybody's preparing for all the elements to come together. Now look at these two huge pagoda shape. I think it's a pineapple. This is all made from the gold paper we call the jin paper. As part of the offerings to the Jade Emperor. And look at how beautiful this is shaped. It is sad that they're gonna burn this at the end, but it's a really nice piece of work. I think it takes a long time to finish this piece, but usually it's shaped like a pagoda or a pineapple. Again, pineapple, very important symbol for the Hokkien. It's very, very noisy, but you can see a replica of the heavens, the palace of the heavens right behind me. This structure, I think it's at least 6 meters high. They are trying to replicate the palace of the heavens, and inside lived all the deities in the Taoism belief. And these miniatures are adorned with beautiful dragons and high up pagoda, and it is to symbolize the happiness and also the harmonious scene depicting in the temple in the heavens. So all of this again will also be burned at midnight. And as you can see, the mastery and the artistry is unbeatable. And then you have the lotus symbol at the bottom of it. It's a very mixed Taoism, Buddhism culture here in Penang. So usually Chiu Jetty will have the most elaborate altar, and this year it's filled with flowers, fresh flowers donated by each of the association, and you can also donate these flowers if you want. You just pay a little bit of money. Now flowers, very important element in the altar because flower represent purity. Fun fact, usually this will be filled with roasted pork, but the price of roasted pork has become so expensive these days that they are actually, substituting the flowers for roasted pork. That's what I heard. And if you're strict, you have to have 12 different flowers, 12 flowers for a bouquet. They're still preparing for the food that hasn't come yet in Chiu Jetty. And the picture wall is adorned with all the Taoism deity that is found in Taoism belief. So there you go, fresh flower instead of roasted pork. What do you think? Well, I prefer flowers, of course. Now we're gonna walk through and I'm gonna tell you the history. So I'm gonna tell you why there is Pai Tee Kong. Again, huge piles of pineapple. Very, very important pineapples. I don't know why they are not ripe pineapples, but this is a whole pile of pineapples, very on for Chiu Jetty. So each of the jetties, they are organizing their own celebration. And there you go, that's the main temple for the celebration tonight. It's gonna be huge and it's going to be very packed. I haven't mentioned Pai Tee Kong, the main character of Pai Tee Kong, which is the birthday of the Jade Emperor. And I have yet to explain who the Jade Emperor is. The Jade Emperor, he's like a grandfather figure in the Taoism deity realm. So in the Greek culture, you have Zeus, like a grandfather figure, Zeus. So the Jade Emperor is also something of that of a figure. Supposedly, he rules the heaven, he rules the sea, and he also rules the people. So tomorrow is his birthday, and that's what this whole ceremony is about, to pay tribute to the Jade Emperor. In Penang, he is named Tee Kong in Hokkien. So that's why the word Pai Tee Kong comes from, praying to the Jade Emperor, who's like the main character and the main figure in the entire mythology of Taoism.
谢 Cheng Studio。
好了，那当然，各位现场的 another event that I feel that people will be liking it. Yes. Okay, so what do you believe that they're waiting for?
好嘞，在下面节目中啊。
I basically came in for ice cream. I basically came in for a drink. And then the lion dance just started and then they just rushed in. So completely I am trapped inside. So that's the result of the A3 要买字上 bus A333. Basically trapped I was in that bubble tea store for a very long time. But lucky you get to see the lion dance. And lucky me, I don't have to stay until 9 o'clock for the main event, which is then the main lion dance. So I don't want to stay for that. You saw the lion dance going into like one of the bubble tea shop to bring prosperity to the bosses. And then you also saw the traditional way Hokkien people, I think the whole family, I was filming the entire process, the whole family came together to set up the altar table, which I thought was quite an impressive work. As I said, they prepared this the whole week just for today. So I am out of here because the main event happens like 9 o'clock and this goes on all the way to 1 a.m., which I am not going to stay for. And so I'm heading home. I just have one thing to say, and I think Singaporean might not like what I'm going to say, but I recently went to Singapore Chinese Cultural Museum, and I saw all these Chinese traditions that I used to grow up with. They're all in the museum. Like, hello? And here in Penang, the culture, the custom, it's all alive in the streets of Penang. And that's made me very proud. And I'm sorry, Singaporean, these cultures are not supposed to be in a museum. It's supposed to be live on the street, celebrated on the street, especially this time of the year, which is Chinese New Year. So I'm off. I hope that you like me bringing you all over the festival of Pai Tee Kong. It's a huge event, and I grew up with this event, and I would never imagine that one day I'll be filming this for the world to see. But very interesting, and year on year, they get more and more elaborated throughout the year. So I'm glad I get to show you this. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please click like, subscribe, and buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. Here are more videos. Here are more videos of Penang, my home state of Penang, and I will see you. I shall. I guess not yet. Wait for it. My gosh, that's the longest firecracker I have ever filmed. So, goodbye from Penang and Kyong Hee Phot Zai. Once again from Psychology. Bye bye from Georgetown Clan Jetty. Bye.